Hi everyone. I wanted to give you a quick update on how everything is going now with my Ford Maverick and some quick updates of what I've been up to for at least the past few weeks or so. So as far as the Maverick goes, it's been serving me very well, thankfully, and now that I have had a lot of wet, rainy weather here with the cyclone that came in to the western United States, keeping in mind that I live in southwestern Oregon, it really got to test out the wipers and handling on streets that had a lot of water on them. So I was able to find out that my Maverick does very well in what could be hydroplaning situations. So it handles nicely. I do notice that when there are high winds, because it is more of a flatter surface, especially on the sides, that it does tend to move me around a lot compared to like a really sleek car, like when I used to have a Mazda 6 or when I had a Nissan 370Z. Those vehicles are so sleek that the air just sort of goes over them rather than pushing them around, moving them around on the roadway. So I do notice that difference. But as far as the actual handling in puddles and very wet roads, it does very nicely. The windshield wipers do feel to me like they're a little bit slower than some windshield wipers can be. Like on the high setting, it seems like it's maybe only 3/4 as fast, perhaps, as the wipers on the Mazda 6 or on certain other vehicles. But it's not like they're slow per se, but it's just not quite as quick. But it doesn't seem to have a tremendously big impact, but it's just something to be aware of, just to get used to, mostly, I suppose. Also, now that it is getting closer to winter here, I do think a little bit more about how my past few vehicles have had heated seats, but this XL trim in my Maverick does not. But I just crank up the heater, and the heater does a decent job, and then I stay warm. It's not like I'm freezing or anything. And I'm looking forward to driving it some in the snow. Although, if I had the choice, I'd probably not want to drive in the snow. It's just, if you don't have to, why want it? But it is kind of fun, I suppose, to learn something new. And I know, yes, there's plenty of driving around in the snow, like sporty drives and even snow races for rally cars and all that sort of thing. So I get that. I appreciate it and so forth. But for me personally, commuting to work, if I can drive on regular clear roads and not have to worry about snow or being extra cautious, then that's, one less thing to be concerned about. But I do hope to see how it handles in the snow. So I'm actually looking forward to that, if nothing else, for the experience and the experimental nature of it, to learn, okay, this is how it handles. All right, let's see what else. Gas mileage continues to be very nice for me. With normal mode, not using eco mode, just normal mode, and driving normally. So not trying to be extremely conservative, although if I can save fuel here and there, I do. I am averaging, it shows on the meter on the dash that I'm like 29 point something, I think, MPG. But in actuality, I want to say it's 28.2 to 28.8 combined, so not terrible. And again, that's with me using the heater, using the wipers. With the shorter days, I'm using the headlights quite a bit more. Like even in the daytime, the auto headlights are coming on because it's been so cloudy and dark with thick clouds and a lot of rain that we've been having. And also with those different power draws, the electronic system has automatically compensated by not using the start stop. In fact, over the past week of driving, I'm not even certain if the start stop kicked in a single time, maybe once or twice, but I know in the past few weeks it's been only occasional. And again, that's because the system is designed to monitor what the power draw or load is on the battery, and other conditions like engine temperature and the HVAC system settings and a variety of things like that to be able to determine, okay, you know what, it's not the best idea to turn off the engine and then 10 seconds later start it back up. And so I appreciate that. So that's really nice. Although, because of that, I am using a bit more fuel. But, I mean, combined for an all-wheel drive vehicle with the kind of towing capability, the 4K tow package that I have, and all of that, with the inclement weather that I've been having. In fact, we did have a little bit of snow mixed in with the rain here, and then up in the hills, a lot of snow. But in any case, with all those conditions, with this all-wheel drive vehicle with 250 horsepower, I would say combined mileage of over 28 miles per gallon, I would say that's pretty nice, especially since there's a lot of highway driving and some start and stop in the city and so forth. And so anyhow, you get the idea. Now, besides that, I have also been having fun with my hobby, which is amateur radio, one of my hobbies, amateur or ham radio. You can check out one of my videos that actually features some of the equipment that I use. It was kind of a fun spoof that I did on the intro to Back to the Future with the audio amplifier that blew out. Well, my radio amplifier, I recently had to do some repair work with that, and I'm looking forward to testing that out more in the future. But thankfully my dad helped me, and we were able to get some replacement parts and get those installed, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that does. But if anybody's curious and ever wants to listen for me on the air for amateur radio, my call sign is AC7WH. That was given to me by the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC. I'm an extra class license holder, and the international phonetics for AC7WH, if you're not aware of that, it's Alpha Charlie 7 Whiskey Hotel. That was randomly assigned to me, although the 7 has to do with what area I live in. But other than that, it's more or less random and given out to ham radio operators as they become licensed, and it kind of cycles through a certain list of call signs, if you will. All right, so with that, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, a great weekend, and if you're celebrating holidays coming up, I hope you enjoy those, and I hope to do another video sometime in the future. Until then, keep being awesome. Bye-bye for now.